On the beat. Fuck your mama and your sister. I don't give a fuck. Everybody in this motherfucker turned up, bitch. You can't take niggas serious, they all talk. I put a nigga on the leash, take it for a walk. Why you hoes always mad? It ain't my fault. I lied run overseas and mama bar. You hoes on E14 doing a dirty walk. Can't argue with a hoe who watch me like a hawk. 411 and the bitches giving gaga. Hey. Need a gangster? Nah, babe, I need a big trick. Hottest in the city, and my taste expensive. Counting bad bitches gotta count me twice. Never bought a piece of jewelry, niggas dear being nice. Spoiled like KK with commas in the bank, bitches ain't no top. Hoes better up they rank. Turn your favorite nigga to my biggest spender. Thought he was a gangster, but I got the nigga tender. Oh, you ain't nay? Yeah. Fuck a gangster, baby. Come and ride with a thug out the way. Push a play, what you say? Fucking the Hamas. Ducking all the drama with a flight to LA. Cause the bay overrated. Pound the pussy out, now I got her all sedated. Shouldn't know your ass, nigga. I know that he hated. I'm a bad guy, that's how they wanna frame it. Do you want a thug, baby girl? Could you tame it? What's talking, bitch? Tuesday. I like a nigga. Like the lay low. Jet set. Island. Pick a bitch up with a Draco. Me and my man, we on the island, huh? Ocean breeze, palm trees, back shots, on the balcony. I like a dark-skinned nigga with a big dick. Wire me a check. We in West Oakland. We like that type. Sweetie, bitch. All right. Let me put my mic on. Hey, ladies. Hey, you doing? Y'all know who this is. It's your girl, Tahiri, aka TK. Welcome to the Feminine Alchemy Network. Today we're talking about. I want to big up to this creator named Shayna. I've been following her on YouTube and then also her Substack. She just did this video, which prompted me to do this conversation because it's something that I get a lot of people who talk about. Hey, y'all, about deconstructing Christianity. Or not, it doesn't have to be Christianity. It could just be deconstructing religion in general. Because for those who know, I'm Feminine Alchemy Network. I am more goddess centered on what a lot of my own philosophies, but I wanted to give you guys a framework to talk about because a lot of times there's particularly Black women, because I am a Black woman, so I talk to Black women. We deconstruct religion, right? Whether it's Christianity, Islam, etc. But also, there's not a lot of things to reconstruct it because if you're going to deconstruct something, that means you're breaking something down, right? And then a lot of times, and this has happened this didn't happen so much for myself. For a little bit of y'all that know my journey, I went straight into the goddess centric information. So I started out as Christianity. I didn't join anything, but I was listening to some of the Hebrew Israelite stuff. Never joined a clique or anything. But from there, what prompted me to say, okay, I'm going to look into the goddess centered was because of the language, the way language is set up. Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Please like this video so I know that y'all like this type of conversations and we'll keep this conversation going. Put a 1 in the chat. I want to make sure y'all can hear me clearly. All right, great. Y'all can hear me. Good. So from the Hebrew Israelites, when I was listening to a lot of different people on the internet, this is like 2010s, y'all. So this was early in my journey. I went from the Holy Spirit. It was the name was like the Ruach HaKodesh. If I'm messing it up, I knew it at one point in time. But what stood out to me is that it was a feminine word. And we know languages before we get into English, because English is a pidgin language, languages all had masculine, feminine descriptors, right? So that was what really did it for me. It was a bunch of other things that came up, and y'all can go through some of my old videos to get that. But I'm bringing this to me when I realized that, okay, this Holy Spirit aspect is feminine. There has to be something to this feminine side of the Godhead. It can't just all be masculine because it doesn't make sense as above, so below. It got to make sense because if it's not making sense, I'm not putting it together. So that's what led me into goddess-centric information. And I found this really great book by Mama Zogbe, formerly known as Dr. Vivian Hunter, called The First Prophetesses of Mami Wata, which we will be going through that book for those who want to join me on my private sector, because I don't post a lot publicly anymore, but I do come up every now and then just to share this. I want to talk about what to do when you are deconstructing your religion, What do you need? Because that means you're decentering something, right? Whether we're decentering men, we're decentering religion, then what are we centering in that? Some will say, well, let's center the goddess. I think that's great too. That's a really great foundation to start with because I think we need to really go back into what was pre religion, pre patriarchy. However, I want to jump you ahead a little bit, give you a little jump start. I focus on centering yourself. I center me in my own personal universe, me, myself, and my higher self, right? Which is part of the God creative force. So when you're going from deconstructing religion, decentering men, right? You have to center something else. You have to replace it with something because, again, the universe doesn't, it abhors a void. There needs to be something centered in. And I am about women, particularly centering themselves in their own ecosystems. You learn to become an ecosystem of yourself, right? You learn to be a sovereign. That's a popular buzzword now. It was very taboo about 10 plus years ago when those words were coming up in the lexicon. So I want to help you all to replace how to center yourself, whether you are wanting to practice spirituality, wanting to become more because again, I don't want to say religion is bad. It doesn't have to be bad. There's just a lot of bad actors who have used religion. Religion for a lot is helpful for a lot of people. However, what I want you ladies to do, those who follow me and in my private spaces, I want you to get into a space of centering yourself. There was a class I taught, oh man, that was like 6 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. It was about learning to become a sovereign being. And we're learning the different archetypes. One of the archetypes that I wanted my ladies to do was to create a mythos around your goddess story, right? Centering yourself as the goddess because you are that from the virtue of being female. You are the direct reflection of the goddess, of the Godhead. Hey, 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 welcome in. So, what I want you ladies to start doing, and y'all can come start if you guys want to connect with me on my private spaces where we can go more deeper into this and we can really help you walk you through your journey by giving you tools and showing you you actually have everything within you, right? That's if you practice the tarot, you understand that from the magician card. The magician card is letting you know we have everything we need, right? Even if we look at the universal laws and not just those laws, all laws, because there's more than just those universal laws, there are different laws that we must be aware of, especially if you're talking about practicing sovereignty, especially if you are deconstructing something, you need to be reconstructing in something else. You need to replace that thing, right? So I want to talk specifically to you all. And you guys are free to put some questions in the chat. Let's see you guys are coming in. Thank you so much. I really want you all to get into a space where you are learning to make yourself a ecosystem of one. Now, does that mean you don't have people? Does that mean you don't have community? No, but you have to understand that you are the nucleus, you are the mothership, you are the motherboard, you are the center of your life. And being sovereign, doing all those things, deconstructing all these things and centering yourself back in, you have to start now putting yourself into with your big girl pants on, right? To learn how to operate as a sovereign being who operates within its ecosystem. So archetypes is going to be the great place to start with studying archetypes. So understand the different goddesses and deities. And I want to help you guys out because a lot of people say, well, how do you work with goddesses? How do you work with deities? I'm going to tell you right now. They are just archetypes of nature. That's what they are. And nature is what we are of. We are not outside of it. We are in it. And when we recognize that we are in it and we recognize we are all of it, same thing with astrology. You are not just your sun sign or moon sign or your big three. You are all the planets because don't we live through all of them? Don't we? Uh huh. Yes, we do. So you are all the planets. And what happens? We get kind of gridlocked thinking, well, I'm only a Libra or I'm only a Taurus. Shout out to Taurus because we're in Taurus season. You're not just that. You are a imminent light being that is living through all of the different zodiacs, and they express itself through your filter because your birth chart is just a filter of how your light is fractured, which doesn't mean a bad thing, but how it is contained into this particular experience. So in doing so and understanding those principles and really looking at how it actually manifests in your life and how you are co-creating your life, because you have to understand that you are the source center of your experience. So whether if your relationships are all bad, well, you have to look at yourself. hey, I am the source of my experiences because I am engaging with this person. I am engaging with these systems. I am engaging with these ideals that seem to be outside of me, but they're not outside of you. They are all within you. They are a lot of times they're showing us something, right? Even as we see what's taking place in the political fronts and pop culture, these are not experiences outside. There is a reflector of something internal. Now, does that mean that you are responsible for everything happening outside? No, don't take it that way. This means you have a responsibility, a duty, an account to self on how you can either course correct or if it's working for you, how to magnetize that. So that's what we talk about in my spaces, the Feminine Alchemy Network. It's really helping women to actually alchemize their life by recognizing that you are the source, you are the center, you are the nucleus. That means you have to get to a place. I love how my mentor calls it. You have to deify yourself. And this is what we were doing in my calls. We were learning about the other goddesses, the other archetypes, because they have days, they have colors, they have attributes. I want you ladies to start doing that for yourself. That's going to be the quick hack that you do. Do that for yourself. If you want to use your birthday, then what are you the goddess of? What is your energy signature from, if you want to use your astrology, what is your astrology signature? What is it saying about yourself? And how can you magnetize that and make it better? I don't believe anything it has to be a negative experience. I believe there's all positivity in it because all things exist at the same time. Where is the problem? There is also the solution. They're all there. It is about using the law of recognition to recognize what's there and then to make the pivot, make the course correct, or to magnetize on whatever it is that you're experiencing or seeing. So if that makes sense to you, give me a one, give me a one if that makes sense. Give me a two if you need me to break that down for you a little bit more. Perfect. Well, one thing I'm going to start I'm doing on my Substack, and also I'll cross references some here on the channel here, is we're going to go through this book called The Great Cosmic Mother, because I think it's really important that a lot of us start with the basics. You got to get into what has already been prior to what we know as patriarchy. Oh, I'm so glad I found this. What has already been, what is, and what is it that we are wanting to build upon? Because you need to give yourself a new structure, a new thing to center yourself in. So when you are taking out, for example, my thing was Christianity. When I was deconstructing Christianity and removing myself from Christianity, I went into the goddess centric information. And then from there, I went into realizing all the goddess of 10,000 names is myself, is me, is a representation of me. So, with that being said, we're going to be going through goddess archetypes. We'll be going through the great cosmic mother on my Substack. I will cross reference some of the readings on here, some of the conversations here, but it all will not be here on the YouTubers. It will be on my Substack where I go live. So, you guys can actually join my Substack. It should be already in the links. Once I guess this live ends, you will have that information to connect with me. I look forward to sharing more of this information to help women to walk forward as a confident, sovereign, fully lived and embodied woman and woman of alchemy, because that's who you are, that's what you are. And a lot of times you just need someone else to reflect it back to you on how to do that. Well, all right, my friends, I'm happy that see you guys came in here. I will continue to be posting on here, but you guys will find me on my Substack is where we'll be. We're going through the Great Cosmic Mother. I will highly suggest you get this book. And you can read along with us on the Substack, or you can listen to us read through it. But we will be going through it and having conversations around it. And from there, for those who want to work more privately with me, so we can get more nitty gritty with your personal information. Because again, I don't want you guys getting caught up on these group readings or these group talks, because a lot of times they are things that are quite more specific to your makeup that may need to be done for you versus what there is for the collective. All right. I'm happy to be with you all. Until next time. Peace. I got the nigga Twitter. Yeah. Uh, uh, okay, gangster baby.